Hello everyone, welcome back to Abena'sKitchen. In this video, we'll be making some Ghanaian Sweetbad or African buns. Let's get started with the list of ingredients. So I've got 500 grams of plain flour and a pinch of nutmeg. I've got 50 grams of margarine or butter, 15 grams of baking powder, 150 grams of sugar. So I'll be using some bicarbonate of soda as well, baking soda as well. And then I've got here 150 milliliters of evaporated milk. So if you are using evaporated milk, you have to dilute it with some water. I've already diluted mine. You can use fresh milk or simply water as well. I'm going to dissolve the sugar in the milk first. So if you were wondering how many tablespoons was 150 grams of sugar, so here you are. It's about 7 tablespoons. Let's say 7 tablespoons of sugar. Using a measuring tablespoon, not any tablespoon at all. So take note of that. I'm going to add some pineapple essence as well. This is optional, you can leave it out. And then a pinch of salt. I'm going to stir this up until the grains of sugar disappears in the milk. I'm going to add my baking powder to the flour. So 15 grams of that was 1 tablespoon and maybe let's say 1/4 teaspoon. Adding half teaspoon of baking soda. I like to add baking soda to my fried pastries because it's a rising agent and it prevents the pastries from soaking oil. I'm going to give it a good mix and then add my butter or margarine. I'm adding 50 grams of butter or 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to mix everything together. When making fried pastries, you don't need to add a lot of butter or let's say fat in it because we are going to be frying in oil, and adding a lot of fat will make it disintegrate in the oil and it's going to soak a lot of that oil. Everything is perfectly mixed, so we are going to be adding our milk and sugar mixture. After adding all 150 milliliters of liquid, it still looked a bit dry, so I added an extra 3 tablespoons of water. 3 tablespoons were added one at a time. 1 tablespoon is 15 milliliters, so an extra 45 milliliters was added. So in all, I've added 195 milliliters of liquid. This is the consistency that we are going for. This is very similar to rock buns. The only difference is that rock buns is being baked, so it's got more fat in it. That's the only difference. But for the consistency, it is almost the same. So if you are familiar with making rock buns, this will be very simple for you to make. It's time to fry. We are just going to drop these in the oil like that. It doesn't need to be perfect, like just take a little bit, and then you drop in the oil. So I've already preheated my oil, so you have to fry this on a medium low heat. It doesn't have to be too hot or very low as well, so just in the middle. Yeah, the difficult part of making Sweetbad is the frying process, so take note. You have to handle the buns with care when they are in the oil because they tend to break a lot. So one tip is not to overcrowd your oil. I lost some of the video clips with the first batch, so that's why you didn't see me take them out of the oil. So this is my second batch. As I said, don't overcrowd your oil because they are going to expand a little bit because we added baking powder and then baking soda. Carefully turn them over. Going to fry until they are golden brown on each side. We are going to take them out of the oil as they are perfectly fried now. Keep frying until everything is done. Point this thing out that we Africans love to eyeball a lot. When it comes to recipes, they'll tell you, oh, add a little bit of water, add a little bit of that without giving you measurement. Or they just say, oh, pour the water until your ancestors tell you to stop. And this makes it very difficult for beginners to make our recipes or to learn how to make our recipes because there are no measurement, especially when it comes to pastries. There are no measurement. They'll never give you measurement. So you have to be trying until you get it right. So please, let's try and change this custom of not documenting our recipes, of not giving measurements for anything, so that we will make life easier for the generations to come. We are done with the frying of our Sweetbad. I don't know why they call this Sweetbad. So if you know the history behind this name, kindly tell us in the comment section. Thank you so much for being with me till the end. Kindly like this video, comment, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to press the notification bell. Let's see how our buns are looking. So these buns are very crunchy on the outside and soft and pillowy in the inside. Sweetbad runables, Sweetbad akono. Se say de meton meat pie o, inti sa opese utopia ko Instagram and go and follow Podgy Pies. I'll put the link in the description box for you. Thank you.